Anastasia Novikova, my personal fitness instructor. We've been knowing each other for a long time before we were making live transmission about rejuvenation, and then she became my personal instructor because after the quarantine I found out that I became bigger. No, you look perfect. I've been always telling it to you. What we do is just becoming healthier. Well, mostly we will talk about we need to live in our body, enjoying it. So, the frequency of our trainings will depend on our expectations. So that's why for me it's a pleasure, a pleasant duty, and I'm very grateful to you that I'm always looking forward for our training because I never really liked physical education. Okay, so you know that I'm on my vacations, and so you missed me and decided to call me to have this transmission. Well, yes, and I also thought that all our spectators and viewers are interested to see what kind of methods of quitting stress exist. And so, okay, we'll talk about how to work with them. Yes, and then we'll appear over and over again. But we can deal with them. We can quit this negative wave through our body. That's why together we have prepared this transmission with practice. I will show you how I work with this ball melt, with the spasms in the masticatory group of muscles. So I have various balls. This practice was taught by my colleague Yelena, and so I advise you this ball. Okay, so you have this ball for face. I use it also for body. Oh, it's not just for the face, but also for fascia. We work with palms, with our feet. It's a myofascial release, a proceeding which is very pleasant, so I advise you to do it too. Yes, I will definitely do it because I'm waiting a gua sha and oil to come, so I will try everything. Okay, let me introduce myself too, because it's been long ago that we made transmissions. My name is Anastasia Novikova, I'm 24, and for the last 3 years I've been making trainings through the mobile phone. It's online trainings. I work with people and I see a person how he or she breathes. And so now I will try to transmit this feeling to you, so for you to understand how to breathe. It's not just about losing weight, but I will talk how to make our body and organism healthier, how to breathe, because each cell of our body needs to breathe. It needs oxygen, otherwise they die. We have spasms, we have trigger points, and many of our organs are spasmodic. So today we'll speak about diaphragm, pelvic floor, how we breathe with the uterus, and we'll talk about myofascial release, how to relax our fascia and muscles. So, what shall we start with? Okay, let's start with the body and then we'll talk about the face. Great. So, firstly, we will talk about the breath, then we'll pass to the myofascial practices. You can repeat everything with your own speed, and then just you can watch this transmission once more. I will use 2 breaks for us to sit straight, because I've been practicing it for long. For me, it's a comfortable position, but sometimes we don't have enough flexibility, and so we get tired, and this exercise starts becoming fatigue, and a person begins to slouch, and it loses all the sense. So that's why I prepared the bricks. You can prepare some upholder or small chair. So sit down please in the way so that your knees were lower than your coxal joint, and I'll show you a technique which makes us lose the stress when you are in a stressful situation and you're almost crying when you understand that the problem gets bigger and bigger. So how to prevent it? Sit down please, and I will show how to make it when you lie down and when you sit. So put your hand on your belly. Just I will turn over a little bit because we need more light. Okay, better like this with more light. So stay straight and try to stretch your top. Stretch your head to the top. So you should be like a puppet. So you grow. Our neck becomes longer. We pull our shoulders down, and also our shoulder blade should be pulled towards the pelvis. Put your hand upon your belly and start inflating it. The hand that is upon your chest doesn't move, and breathe with your belly in, out. If you have never practiced the diaphragm breath, try to feel that you breathe with the uterus. It's like becoming bigger, becoming more oxygenated. Then imagine that you have a kind of warm floor, a ball, that you move more down to the zone of the groin, and you inhale this ball in, out. Your body should be very soft. Your back is straight but relaxed. You breathe calmly, and when you are making exhale, please imagine that this situation is leaving you, that you are taking out this situation with all your cells, everything that you have accumulated during the day. Imagine that your body is breathing. Move your ball more down and make 8-12 series. Then we start the so-called rib breath. We will breathe with our ribs. Our chest and ribs get spasmed very often and very simply because the diaphragm is one of the organs that depends mostly on our emotions. I think you felt that when you get stressed, when you snivel, when you cry, your chest becomes very tense. So now put your hands upon your ribs, make a light pressure like you are hugging yourself. Imagine that something bad has happened, that you are going to get very stressed, and then you make inhale and exhale. In my case, my hands move very good, but when I started practicing it, they didn't move. Now we'll make a method of the proprioception. So we tap with a ball over the zone that we work with. We show our organism that we work in this zone for it to understand. This technique is often used by sportsmen when they need to warm up. We do it very slightly, very softly, and do it between our ribs, where we have muscles, not bones. It's like my dad tickled me when I was a kid. Now I know that it was very useful. I use a simple tennis ball because it's quite soft, but on the other hand maintains its shape. The pressure shouldn't be too high. Imagine that the maximum will be 100%, and here it should be like 30%. When we do this from the one side, the myofascial release, you can feel that it became more relaxed, like you breathe and you don't feel this side. So repeat this on the other side. So press it and exhale. Take away everything. Put again your hands upon your ribs. Inhale and exhale. So the pelvis should stay in the place it was. Put your hands upon your waist, and the waist will be the only part that moves. First we relax the left dome of diaphragm and move. I usually exhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. So I take in the fresh air, and the air that leaves the lungs is a little bit warm. Another exercise is not about the breath, but it helps us to take away extra responsibility, because sometimes we take on us some extra responsibility. It's like an extra burden. That's why our neck gets tired. This method is very instantaneous, but it works very well when you feel that your shoulders moved up, or you are like carrying something, your neck became shorter. You need to pull down your shoulders with your left hand, touch your trapezius on the left side, on the right side, and find a piped muscle. I like a lot how you make it relaxed with a scraper, and that's how I work with it. I take this muscle and like screwing the tension. It's like when we screw sponge, like we are screwing water and foam from a sponge. So here we screw the water, this negativity that has been accumulated. Do this with one side and then try to raise your arms. Feel that you have different feelings, different sensation. It's like the one is completely relaxed. It's like a wing. So we need to repeat everything with the other side. We don't want to take extra burden. While you are making this exercise, according to an advice of one of my colleagues, you should also say, it's not mine, it's yours. I don't want to take some extra burden. And the other exercises that I want to show you. So, this exercise we'll do while we lie down. If you feel some pain, so we'll do it against the wall. We need 2 balls. Leave them apart and feel the muscle that we can find when we go down from the cranial base to the shoulder blade. It's where the attachment of the trapezius muscle. Then we lie down, don't move. Our head is on the floor and try to stretch your waist. Make an inhale and exhale. Move your hands to the sides. Your elbows are doubled. And raise them with inhale and with an exhale. Put them down, in, out. If you have a small pillow that you can put to your head, for example, for me it's uncomfortable to make this exercise without pillow. In and out. This one is too high for me, so the pillow should be really small. In, out. Now we'll make an exercise with our roll that Natalia has already shown. And it will be the last exercise that I will show you. So, lie down and use our roll as a pillow, but don't roll our neck up and down, but we do these movements to the sides. And breath to the left and to the right. This exercise is just perfect. You know, Nastya, when I had a strong headache, this exercise really helped me. I've been doing it for 15 minutes. Of course, I took some medicine, but the thing that really helped was the exercise. Yeah, because in this part we have a suboccipital muscle And if we check the frontal muscle chain disbalance and the back muscle chain disbalance, we make postural balance training. The suboccipital muscle is very spasmed, it's very shortened. And you understand this because you work with it, and so it looks like your head goes forward and you can stretch it. And when you do it, a person gets higher 1-2 centimeters, 1-2 centimeters higher. And that is what happens when this muscle is spasmed. So, when we are making this 30 minutes transmission, so I think that's all. Yeah, today we have just 30 minutes. Okay, so we have just this half an hour. I think these exercises are the best and the fastest ones that you can do after a working day. But in general, of course, there are a lot of methods. Okay, now I would like to hear something from your techniques. Yes, I will make like a cherry on the cake, and I will tell you how to relax the masticatory group of muscles, because it's the first reaction to any stress when we clench our teeth. So to relax it, you can open your mouth slowly. If you don't have any balls, don't pay attention. I have burned my hand just before our transmission. Oh, you have it quite often, yes? Really. And slowly, you go down the muscle with your fingers. You can make a hook with your finger, and with these hooks you are opening your mouth and roll it. Oh, I have so tense places here. And talking about the melt balls, oh, I have pain here. I really feel it. Well, you had such a big stress, so it's not a surprise that you feel this pain in this zone. You can start doing it with a ball. Can I use a tennis ball? Yes, you can. Just when you use a rubbish ball, it's soft and it's easier to work with it. Oh, I have it. I have just forgotten that I have this kind of a ball. I have just forgotten everything because I'm on my vacations. But anyway, it's bigger, but it's rubbish. Oh, so good. So we make these movements in clockwise order and in counterclockwise order. And this way our muscles get relaxed. Yeah, I have these places really tense. Just open your mouth. The distance between the teeth should be like 3-4 millimeters, and do the same on the other side. And on the other side. Oh, that feels so good. Really, it's like a cherry on the cake. You should really do this in a complex. So after you work with the body, work with your face. Also, you can take a hot bath, really hot, because when you take it, the temperature of your body will become lower. Also, you can use essential oil that you use making massage every day and every evening. And this will also help you to get rid of a stress. I have a postnatal recovery course that I have every month, and we always have different kinds of massages that I show to my girls, like feet massage. For today we have aponeurosis massage, the head massage, and the chest massage. Here we work with the trigger points, we make lymphatic drainage movements towards the neck, and the girls are so surprised because they say, we thought that it's a course where we will work just with the bottom, with the belly muscles, and we work here with the whole body. All these exercises like myofascial techniques, they all contribute in the health, in our health in general. Yes, when you worked with the ball, we work with our receptors, with our nervous system, especially if it has turned in a kind of a ritual and you do it every day, you need just 1-2 minutes to enter in this condition. Thank you very much, Natalia. So let's see, we have questions. If no, so you can go and try this and do this before going to sleep. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for showing this wonderful exercise. I will tell everyone that they are really helpful, and I will advise them to watch this transmission, because this exercise is really so good that I really discovered for myself how useful it is. Thank you, Nastya. Thank you.